You remind me of someone? Me? Younger me. Before I learned to let things ship, before I stopped driving, I started trusting. Let me tell you about those weekends. I was reluctant too, you know. Didn't trust the mail, wanted to hold it in my hands before I paid without fail. So I'd order books online, but I picked them up myself. Weekend after weekend, driving, putting trust on the shelf. 4 locations in one day across all of Belgium's map. Printed directions on paper, no GPS, just crap. Hoping there were no redirections, no roadblocks in the way. Just me and a stack of paper and a very long delay. I drove all weekend just to pick up what I bought. Too scared to let the mailman bring it, that's the thought. I had to hold it, touch it, see it with my own 2 eyes. Now I laugh at that version of myself, but I recognize that person in you, Philly, the way you hesitate, the fear of shipping, trusting, leaving it to fate. I was you, I drove those roads, I learned the hard, slow way, and I'm telling you, you can let go someday. Had a company car back then, so fuel wasn't my expense, which meant driving was cheaper than shipping. Made some sense, and I met interesting people, picking up my wares, cool conversations, random faces, unexpected flares. But it was cumbersome, time consuming, limited to places. We, Belgium or the borders, familiar faces, familiar spaces, and every drive required paper, directions printed out. Before GPS, before smartphone, before the easy route. One wrong turn, one closed road, one unexpected sign, and I'd be lost in Flanders, wasting all my time. Taught me to drive smoothly, casually, to handle an unexpected, to find my way without a map, literally and metaphorically. In retrospect, I'm glad for the experience, but I wouldn't do it again. Not for anything. Today I just can't imagine printing directions on paper, driving to 4 cities, hoping. Initially I had to let go of my reluctance, weigh the pros and cons, violence, the significance. Sure, it's preferable to hold it in your hands right there, but that option's not without its cons. Be aware, in your case, picking up means humans drive you around. You're dependent on their schedules, their kindness, their sound, versus buying online, shipped straight to your door, doing everything yourself. That's what the internet is for. I drove all weekend just to pick up what I bought. Too scared to let the mailman bring it, that's the thought. Now I've been ordering online for over a decade straight, and I can't remember ever having to return a crate. The few times something went wrong, I found a fix that worked. Chinese sellers, super professional when problems lurk. AU sellers, UK sometimes, never US, too much fuss. That's the stuff you learn through experience, trust. Now where you order from matters, that's the thing to learn. Chinese sellers treat you right when it's your turn to have an issue. Minority of cases, super rare, super customer friendly, super professional, they care. EU next, then UK, avoid the US if you can. Extra customs costs on top of shipping, not the plan. These are things I learned through through the grind, but you don't have to drive those roads, Philly. Leave that behind. You remind me so much of my younger self. The reluctance, the need to hold it before you own it, fear of letting go. But I drove those roads so you don't have to, figuratively. I printed those directions so you can click ship instead. Learn from my weekends. It's okay to trust the mail. It's okay to let things come to you. You don't have to drive to 4 cities in one day. I did that for you. Metaphorically, just order the PC, Philly, ship it, stay home. Let the box come to you. I promise. Self-deprecating.